It is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me, and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I have a post review for you guys today. I have finally finished this diamond painting. Little disclaimer, it is a beautiful sunny day in my part of Canada, and I am filming this in the early afternoon. I do have my patio door open with the beautiful fresh air coming in, so you may hear some cars drive by and such. I will try to eliminate some of that in editing, but I'm not closing my doors, but I want to film. So I was actually debating on kitting up my next project or getting this filming out of the way, and I elected to get this out of the way. So here we are, and I don't even know where to begin because this painting is huge. So it's going to be very hard for me to show you everything. I think I am zoomed out. Am I? Yeah, I am zoomed out entirely. So what I'll probably do is show you different parts of the canvas as we go through it. And then at the end, I will insert a long photo so that you can see it all in one frame. I did pull out some of my favorite things I used for this painting. Most often I grabbed my two Butterfly Effect Wears pens. These are the mini pens from their shop. I really like them. I like the grip. These are the most comfortable pens that I have. And I like the shorter height. They're easier to flip in my hand, I find. So this painting, I did grab these two the most. One of them is filled with putty. The other is filled with wax. So I have been using this wax. This is, let it focus a minute here, Pure Beeswax from Dream Wax Studio. They are a small shop on Etsy that you can find diamond painting wax. They do have scented products as well, but this is just pure beeswax. No scent, just natural. I love the natural smell of beeswax. And yeah, I use this in my pen. I usually have, this looks like a 6-placer loaded with it and a bent single placer. See if it focuses. It's not going to focus, but you guys know what tips I use. Diamond Art Club Multi-Placer, Everlasting Tips, bent single placer. I was really sad. I saw on the VIP group this morning, actually, somebody asked if Diamond Art Club was going to come out with angled single placers, and they said no, which my heart sank because I've been waiting for them. They take so much pressure off your wrist, and I just find they are easier, but I don't like the opening is so big. So they can be a bit tricky to place the diamonds these days, I find, especially Diamond Art Club's new upgraded ones. I think they tend to be smaller in size, or at least just less trashy, so they fit tighter. And I don't know, I just find that they get lost in this single tip sometimes, but I do like it to take pressure off my wrist. So I was bummed to see that. I hope that they will change their mind one day because I think it's a great product to offer. And why not? Even if 5 people buy it, that's 5 people who you've made their day, right? But I guess as a big company, you can't just make 5 things. This is the putty I used. This is from Creations Marin in Jasmine Scent. I think this is one of her spring releases. I really like this scent. It's nice and light. And this is the putty I kept going back to. So I actually did try a few different putties throughout this entire canvas. Some days I had better luck with other ones. Other days I had good luck with this. So I think it does depend on the temperature in your room when you're diamond painting. But in the end, I always find it, and I don't know if it's the apprehension about finishing a diamond painting, but at the end I get more antsy and I get more irritated easily. So if the putty is not behaving properly, I get frustrated. So I do swap them out sometimes, but this was the one that I kept going back to. So it lasted the longest, I felt. Probably a good 6 to 8 hours, and then I would change it out. I would just find that it would be not picking up the diamonds as nicely. Like there would be some that how do I even say that? You go to pick up the diamonds and you pick up 6 but 2 fall off type thing, you know? So then when that starts happening, then I change the putty out in my placer. Of course, I've got my Yellow Dogs tray. This is a small shop on Etsy that does say Yellow Dog Designs. It's probably not going to focus because the diamond painting is so big. Will it focus there? No. There we go, Yellow Dog Designs. They, at the time this video goes up, their shop should be open. They did pause for spring break or March break, but I love their tray. This is the tray I grab all the time. It's white silk. It has the washi tape ledge, which honestly I don't fuss with. When I shake my diamonds, they all go to this corner. So I really don't need this, but it's a nice addition to have. It did come with a stopper and a lid, a full lid and a pour lid, but I just used just the tray this time. I don't muss around with the stopper. I just cover the spout when I am shaking my diamonds. But I love the size of this tray. It's perfect. The walls are just high enough. The lines are spaced so nicely that, you know, your diamonds slide nice every single time. And they pour out into the baggies really easy with this kind of spout. So this is my go-to tray these days. And that's kind of what I used. I did use a few other pens and of course other putties, but I just grabbed the stuff that I use the most. Now, let's look at the diamonds. So this is all of the leftover diamonds. I'm just going to tilt it. You can see every color has leftovers, so I didn't run out of any color. I would say, like, I didn't come close to running out of anything. I wasn't worried at any point that, oh no, this color is running low. And then, yeah, I do believe I even have a full bag of this fairy dust color that I can save. And I've decided I think I'm going to start saving Diamond Art Club special diamonds because this painting I'm going to show you, I did a lot of enhancements, and the frustrating part was that because Diamond Art Club makes their drills in-house now, and because they tightened everything up, I was finding it difficult to get some of the enhancements to fit the grid. So I think I'm going to start collecting Diamond Art Club special diamonds. I usually don't save their regular colors. I usually just toss them. But the special ones I think I'm going to save. There usually is not that much, but these got mixed up. Where are we? See, at the end too, I don't keep anything in order anymore. So I have this much left of the fairy dust, so that's quite a lot extra. And then, yeah, I do have a fair bit left of some of the ABs, especially the yellow one and the green one. So those would come in handy maybe if I do another painting with flowers and I just want to add some nice colors to it. So I'm going to keep those in the storage box. You may have seen that, actually you will have seen because the video would have gone up, where Imagi Crafts by Cindy over on Etsy has developed some very pretty dividers for storing your extra diamonds. So I went to Michael's and got a new craft box, photo box, and glued some foam core in it, and I'm using her labels now, so, or her dividers I should say. So that is awesome. Lots of beautiful colors in this kit. I'm not going to go through that anymore. Let me show you all of the special diamonds that I have. So for this kit, I didn't kit up the special diamonds in any fancy way. I literally have 2 sandwich size Ziploc bags that I put all the special diamonds in, and I had them beside me, so when I got to the section I knew I wanted to swap, I could swap them easily. So let's just see kind of the types of diamonds that you'll find in this painting, and then we'll go through and I'll show you where they are, and I'll zoom in a little bit. So I did use metallics for the first time ever. Trying to find them all. I think this is all of the colors I ended up using, so they're going to be all throughout this painting. I have some of the umbrella, I have some in the rainbow. Actually, I decided to use all metallics, and then in the duck's hat at the bottom I used some, and even in the purple flowers I actually put some purple metallic because I thought it looked better than the crystal that I had in there. So these metallics, they are really nice. Let me zoom in a bit. These are from DP with Sparklers. They have a shiny kind of coating on the very top, and that's the top that sits up on your canvas, so it makes it look metallic, right? I don't know how else to describe metallic, but those are the colors that I have used. And then I also had a bunch of pixie dust. This is DP with Sparklers' version of the fairy dust diamond. So it's the type of the diamond that has a very fine glittery coating on the very top. Now these are going to be hard to see because none of them are facing the right way, but it does have a very subtle shimmery coating on the top. I actually didn't swap these in as much as I thought I would. I thought that I would use some of the pinks in the clouds, but I never ended up doing that because I found the way Diamond Art Club charted it, it blended really nicely and I didn't want to interrupt that. And there were a lot of pink ABs in them, so I didn't end up using them. And then when we got down to the flowers, I actually used other special diamonds that I thought looked good. There's still one flower I'm not happy with, but you guys, I don't want to try to figure it out anymore. Maybe some of you guys can help me once we get to that flower. But yeah, this is their kind of fairy dust, and I just got a bunch of colors that would suit the painting. But yeah, I don't think I actually used any of these in the painting. All of the white in the painting was charted by Diamond Art Club in a fairy dust, so there's a lot of sparkle. Actually, I'm lying. I did use some of these pixie dust. I threw the bags away because I mixed them in the end, but I did use two different greens. You're going to see it at the bottom. The bushes that I ended up switching out, I used two different shades of pixie dust, and I had trouble with them. So more on that once we get down there. Let's see what's in this bag. A mismatch of colors or things. So I do have some of these left. I actually didn't use these ones. These are blue sliverettes. I did have, do I still have? Yeah, I do, because I did order extra. I did use them in the original color though. So here's the original. It's kind of got a nice multicolor effect. And I've used these along with the slivers throughout the entire painting to replace some of the raindrops. Not all of them, but enough that it was kind of an even sprinkling throughout the whole painting, and I really like how it turned out. So I will show you that. And yeah, I did get extra halfway through the painting. I did another DP with Sparklers order because I thought I was running out of some things, and then I did run out of this as well. So I put that in. I didn't end up using that blue one. These are quad cubes, pink AB quad cubes that I did use down in the sheep's boots. We will see. I also used these crowns. They're called crowns AB333. I really like the look of them. I've used those as the buttons in the jacket. We will take a look at these. I did not end up using. These were starbursts. I chose the crowns instead. I couldn't decide on the website, so I just got both. And then I did use quite a bit of the glitter drill. So a glitter drill is different than the fairy dust, and this actually has the gold glitter on the diamonds. And I did sprinkle some of this in, I think mostly the flowers, and actually quite a bit in her hair. So I will show you what I did with her hair. I kind of alternated. I don't think I used this pink, but I know I used some of this. What is this? That goes over there. I don't think I used this. I probably put the other one away, actually, to be honest, because I'm not seeing it here. But I did mix some in her hair that we will see. Also some clear quad cubes. These are the ones that take up 4 spaces, which is why they're called quad. I used those in the umbrella. We will see that. And then, yeah, some crystals. So red and green crystals. I know you'd think Christmas. No, I put them in different spots, but I do have some crystals. Back when I was new to diamond painting, usually the only extra bling I would add is crystals. That's the only thing I really liked, and it's expensive collecting all of these. But now that I've been diamond painting for about 3 years now, I do have a bit of a collection of special diamonds, and I kind of go through a phase of where I'm really eager and gung-ho, and I enhance paintings, and then I take a break and don't touch them for months. So it's kind of hit or miss with me. I have at one point destashed all my special diamonds, but I'm now amassing a collection again. But as I said, I work mostly on Diamond Art Club. Their diamonds are honestly the best in the business right now, I think. At least their squares are. I do work on mostly squares, and I really had a great time working on this one. During the transition period, when they were phasing out their old ones and phasing in their new ones, there were some spacing issues, and squares were really hard for me, and I had to stop working on them for a few months. But I'm really happy that I was able to get this painting on a restock, and it did happen to have all upgraded features. So that was really cool. I'm just looking at some of the diamonds. Some of them do look like the old 13 facets, but nevertheless, they did fit really nicely in this grid. So Diamond Art Club drill-wise, this canvas was a dream to work on. Even the 310, I did not hate the 310. Now, yes, it did have more trash than I would have liked. There still can be room for improvement there, I think, but I didn't struggle as much as I have with other paintings with a lot of 310. So where to even begin? So I think I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and we're just going to start in corners, and then I'll zoom in so we can really see the special diamonds up close. But in the background, You can see here I have the slivers. So I've kind of alternated in the sliverettes here. Again, it's going to be hard to show because I want to show you the close-ups, but I don't have space here. This painting is big. So I've, what's the word I'm looking for? Alternated them throughout this entire canvas. So these white strips of fairy dust are supposed to be raindrops, and then some of them I just put these sparklers. So I think it looks really good. This duck was already blinged out by Diamond Art Club with yellow ABs, but I did add 2 metallic orange drills for his beak. And then in the umbrella, this was, I was really happy about it, and it's going to be hard to get it to really come through the camera, but I originally they had just regular DMC diamonds charted in these accent areas that made it look a little bit darker, I think it was. Could have been lighter, I can't remember. Anyways, I thought metallic would be cool and it would look kind of like rain. A little add just like a little more sparkle, a different kind of sparkle in person. Like it's crazy, it looks so good. You can kind of see it in the blue there. When I do that, it does look really good. I'm really happy with that change. The yellow doesn't blend as nicely, but it's because they have like a light orangey yellow surrounding it too. And then there's the tons of ABs in this part as well because the sun is on this side of the canvas. So yeah, and then underneath it, it had white fairy dust polka dots all over the place. Well, I decided to put some quad cubes in there, and then yeah, I did put the fairy dust around it. I think it looks good enough. I'm happy with it. I could have made them actually look more like this, so I would have altered the whole thing, but I just went with how it was charted and put the quad cube where I thought it would fit properly and then put the fairy dust around them, and they are fitting nicely. Now, when you do use quad cubes, they are a bit of a taller diamond. I don't know if I will be able to show you kind of that way. Like they do stick up above the canvas, so you do feel a difference in height. I think it looks really good. Let's zoom out and we zoom more in. I think the umbrella looks really good. I was really proud of that. I'm really happy with that still. Then over here, while we are zoomed out, see, you can see these little sparkler or sliverettes and slivers kind of all mixed in there. It just looks so amazing in person. If you haven't used these kind of special diamonds in a painting, if you have a painting with raindrops, I think try these. Get them from DP with sparklers. They look really good, and the quality of these ones were really good as well. Just great quality, and that's because I think these ones are glass beads, so you're not fighting with acrylic, trashy acrylic drills. But I love how they turned out. I didn't do any extra bling in the sky at all. That's all just what Diamond Art Club charted. Now her hair is the next big thing that I did. So I didn't like how it was. They had some regular kind of orangey colors charted in, and to me it just looked too bright. It didn't look natural. So I had these glitter drills, and I think they turned out pretty darn nice. I like them. I don't use the glitter drills often. When I do, they're usually in flowers, but I really like how they accent her hair. I'll just kind of move some of it across. It's really hard to show you what they look like through the camera lens, but they look really good. I did mix some orangey ones and pinky ones, and I think it turned out really nice. So I just chose a symbol and assigned a glitter drill to it, and then throughout the whole hair, I just swapped it. So not the whole canvas, but just in her hair. And then her eye is another big thing. Now, in the camera, I don't know if it looks that great, but in person it does. So I charted, I had the right hues, I think, of green crystals to use them. And then where they had, what did she have? I think it was a green AB in the very center. I switched out with a green pixie dust instead. It looks really good in person, and I am happy with that. I also, her lips, I don't know if you can see there, we can get some of the pink. So I put lipstick on her. I used two different, two different pink crystals in that, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Over here, we just have some more slivers. Again, I just really like how they look. And all of that outlining is in white fairy dust, which I think looks awesome. Now I'm going to kind of fold it. And we're gonna go over here first. This mountain here, you can see Diamond Art Club charted in ABs for the patches on the mountain. I think that looks really good. I didn't add anything. I was considering putting some pixie dust in the tops of the mountain, but the ABs look good enough. Now, this is not coming through the camera as nice as it looks in real life. And I noticed when I posted a picture of this in the Facebook group as well, it kind of got lost. But in real life, it actually looks really beautiful. I decided to go with metallics instead of pixie dust in the rainbow because I wanted to match the umbrella and also the duck's hat at the bottom. I'm not an artist, but it seemed that that was logical and it would kind of tie in the different areas of the canvas. So I really like how this turned out in real life. It looks amazing. I wish I could really kind of show that through the camera, but I just can't. Yeah, more sparklers just mixed throughout again. We've got the AB top mountains down here. More of her hair all the way to the tips. I did these glitter drills mixed in there. I really love how they turned out. Her jacket was beautiful. I did want to bling out the green a little bit more, but I elected not to because Diamond Art Club did such a good job at blending the colors. I did not want to, or did I? Did I put pixie dust in there? Or was that charted by Diamond Art Club? No, I did put some extra pixie dust in here in the middle. So I must have had the same hue. So I did add that. And then I put some clear quad cubes. She was wearing a polka dot shirt as well. The quad cubes at the top were clear AB. These ones are just clear, so there's no AB coating. And then her buttons on her jacket, I think, are the most favorite part of this entire painting. These are the crowns from DP with Sparklers. Again, the camera doesn't do them justice, but I think they look so nice. And the spot where I put them were supposed to be red drills. And yeah, in real life, like I can see the corner, right? Because it's a round drill on a square canvas. I can see a little bit of red in the background. I could go over that with some purple eyeshadow if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. It looks just fine. And yeah, the pockets, the spots on the pockets were all blinged up by Diamond Art Club, but I love these crowns. If I have another painting with, you know, somebody wearing a fancy jacket, I'm definitely going to be using these. I'd like to use them in other ways, but I have no idea where else they would look good in a painting aside from like buttons or polka dots or, you know, a necklace maybe. I don't know. If you have any ideas where you can use crowns in paintings, let me know, because they are something I really enjoyed using and they were great quality too. Got some more of these sliverettes and slivers over here. And then over here is just Diamond Art Club's charting of their ABs in the mountains again. I think they did a really good job with the mountains. I was really happy with that. Let's move down a little bit more. In hindsight, I'm just looking at her belt. This would have been cool to bling up, actually. I should have mixed some in here too. That would have been cool. What I did do, actually, that I didn't point out on the cuffs of her jackets, there's a couple of crystals there. And let me just lift this up. And over here, I did it in her sleeve too. And then once we get down to the bottom of her coat here, I did it as well, and I think it looks really cute. I really like how it turned out. Over here, I didn't do much in this kind of grassy area. I was gonna add some pixie dust in there. That's why I ordered so many, but I elected to just leave it. Now we are getting to a part that I don't like and a part that I do like. I really loved how these daffodils came out. So instead of keeping them all yellow, I decided to add some orange glitter drills that I had in there. We can take a look at that one. And yellow crystals with the AB that was already charted. And in real life, like, they look so pretty. They look nice. They look like a multicolored daffodil, which I know I've seen. My tulips I'm not happy with, but I'm tired of fiddling with them. If you have any suggestions to make the tulips look better, let me know. But what I ended up doing was top them off with metallics, have some crystals, and then it went into a darker glitter drill. Yeah, just the way that a tulip sits, like I couldn't get the same pretty effect as a daffodil with a tulip, but I'm leaving it like that. This daffodil turned out really nice as well. This tulip is the one I don't like the most, but it's better than it was. So I did have different things in here, and I just went back and did the same as the red one, metallic crystal glitter drill, and I'm leaving it. Now, you may notice in the background all of this. Can you see the shimmer on those diamonds? So these are two different shades of pixie dust from DP with Sparklers. So the fairy dust type, right, of diamond. And in the bushes at the bottom of this picture, now I'll insert a photo of somebody's finish. I just grabbed it from Diamond Art Club's review website. It's a picture that looked like it wasn't enhanced at all. So on the original artwork, the way it was charted, the bushes at the bottom were like yellow and brown and white, and I didn't like how they looked. To me, they looked like seafoam. So I decided to get some pixie dust in 2 shades of green and do that. And I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. Originally, I was going to keep the white fairy dust in there, but a group member, Jessica, I think it was, said that it kind of looks like snow and it might be a good idea to remove the white too, and I did, and I'm happy that I did that. So thank you for that suggestion. Let's see what else. The top of her boots here I did in all AB, so I think Diamond Art Club had some ABs charted in, but I just said I think I have enough, and I made all of the yellow in there AB, and then I did red crystals for the stripes, which look really neat. Over in the lamb's ears, that's where I did decide to add some pixie dust because I did buy all those colors and I think it turned out nice in there. I did do blue crystals for the lamb's eyes. I like how that looks. I did her little nose as well. Her pink nose is in some pixie dust, and then of course her other ear as well to match the other side. Originally I had thought of making the grass really shine with some extra bling, but because I had all of the background bushes and pixie dust, I didn't bother. I'm just noticing now that this flower, I should go back and bling that up because it's the only flower, like the main flowers, that I don't have bling in. So I think I'm gonna go back and pop these out and fix it after this video. Here's another purple one. Again, it looks a lot better in person than it does on the camera, but I think the daffodils, they're my favorite switch out. I think I chose the right colors for that one. My opinion, you might think they look awful, but I love them. And then, yeah, all of this background, again, I really do like the look of these shimmer drills, pixie dust drills from DP with Sparklers. However, I did have a big complaint. The dark color was so trashy. I don't know if these are acrylic or resin special diamonds. I actually have no idea. But what I've been doing, and I did finish this off last night, I haven't rolled it yet, but I am letting some, and you're going to see some popping drills here, spaces. I am letting some of these pop off, and I'm actually pulling them off, and I'm leaving them off, and I'm putting Diamond Art Club, just plain colored diamonds in there, because Diamond Art Club's drills are a little bit more perfect these days, and they're a little bit smaller when compared with the special diamonds. So the grid is not big enough for these special diamonds. It's kind of a bummer because I do love the process of enhancing diamond paintings because it just adds a little more creativity to it. It's not such a, repetitive task. There's just a little bit more joy in it when you add your own special things to a painting, I think. And I don't do it terribly often, and this kind of reminded me why I stopped doing it. It's because the quality, unfortunately, of some of the special diamonds doesn't match Diamond Art Club's, and because their grids are now made specifically for their diamonds and they're really tight, some of these special diamonds just don't fit. And it was very frustrating to work on, but I had already started and I did not want to give up, and I did not want to have to wait weeks to order something different. So I persevered, and then what I'm doing is I'm allowing some of these drills to pop, and then I'm just going in with a plain green DMC that I have extra of and just popping it in there to fill up that space. So that's what I'm going to do. So that is the bummer. The lighter green color was great. There was not a lot of trash in that. It fit nicely, but the dark green one, like the whole bag, was pretty trashy. But you could still use them. It's just they're not fitting as nicely. And I did end up running out of them. So some of these bushes might not look over here, might not look the best, but still I have the 2 colors, so I made it work. The problem was too that I mixed the 2 shades of green near the end. I wasn't paying attention. My husband was saying something as I was pouring diamonds into the wrong bag, and I mixed them up, but I just picked through them. The other thing I did, I'm trying to get the rest of this in frame here, in the sheep's necklace, the medallion here, I added some metallics with the AB that was already charted. In her little bow, there are pixie dust and red crystals as well, and it'll tie into her boots when I show you her boots. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. I think I can kind of. Can I do that? It's not going to flatten very nicely. Okay, it's going to be on a bit of an angle now, just because I want to show you, well, maybe, here, hold on. Hold on. Let's roll the top, diamonds out. Don't admire the back of my canvas. It's got full of pet hair. I diamond paint on my couch where my dog and my cat live. So yeah, at the end of a diamond painting, the back looks like it needs a good lint roll. I'm going to zoom out just for a minute. So what I'm trying to show you is all the little duckies. So these duckies I left charted with Diamond Art Club's ABs, and then they had another color charted. I think it's supposed to look like the shadows, right? I don't like it, but I don't think the metallic would look any better, so I just left it. And I do have metallic orange in the beak and their feet. So all of these little guys have metallics already there, so I didn't want to overload it there. So I've left it. I still don't really like the way that the shading, I think it's too stark of a difference between the two drill colors, but that's just me. Her boots I had fun doing, so I used the pink AB quad cubes in the spots in her boots. Look at that. Beautiful sparkly. At the rims of her boots, or whatever you call up here, I think it had charted the white fairy dust already, and then I put this nice pink color of pixie dust in there. And then at the bottom of her boots as well, we have that pretty pink pixie dust too. So I just had it kind of all tie in there, and then after doing this I thought I should add it to her bow up there. I didn't add any special diamonds to the blue of the water because I've already done so much. All of the white is fairy dust from Diamond Art Club charted in, and I think they blended the water nicely in the different hues. Like, it looks really cohesive. So if I was to add any other special diamonds aside from maybe a blue pixie dust, then I think it would be too much. But because water, I think, is difficult to chart, and I think they did a great job, I just left it. Now, her boots I also blinged up. I don't know if you can tell, they're the ladybugs. I put all of the red crystals in there for the ladybugs. We've got at the bottom too, I did throw in some quad cubes as well. Here you can see the duck's little metallic orange feet a little bit better, and his little beak. We are coming over to Mama Duck over here. So Mama Duck's beak is orange metallic. And then, yeah, in her hat, I decided to keep the metallic drills so that it kind of tied in with the rainbow and the umbrella, the colors in the umbrella. I'm happy with how it turned out. I don't like this orange here, but I don't think I'm going to pull it out and put more metallic down. I think I'm just going to leave it. This painting was a joy to work on. The Diamond Art Club diamonds were perfect. Like I said, the 310. Do I have any 310? Let me see. Do I have any left? I do. Where's my tray? It's not the worst that I've had, but I think there is still room for improvement. Now, I know they say black drills are always going to be trashy, something about them being mass-produced. I have no idea, but if there's any way that they could make them even a tad better, I think they would have the best 310s around. I mean, they're already super sparkly. There are tons of great diamonds in here. There are just a lot of tabby bits, tabby diamonds. And when you're placing squares, the tabs interfere and you can't get your squares down nicely. So, like, look at this. They are pretty darn good. I would say like 80% good, maybe even 85%. But yeah, compared to all of the other colors, like I'll show you some of the other colors that are always just so perfect. It's just outstanding. So if they could get that kind of quality with all of their colors, I think it would be like amazing. They would be more than my favorite. This color always comes out really nice with no trash. Like, look at that. They all line up so perfectly. There's no tabs in this color at all. There's quite a few colors that act like this that are just perfect. And I don't know what it is and why some other colors are more tabby and why these colors are so good. So if Diamond Art Club listens, let me know why some of the diamonds are just like near perfect. And then the others, some colors still have tabby bits. And if it can be improved, oh, it would be a joy to work on with all of the diamonds looking like that orange one. It would just be like ecstasy for sure. I'm going to pull this off. Over here again, you can see all of that pixie dust. This whole bush here is all pixie dust. There were 3 different colors in here. Again, I think it was like a light green, a brown, and a white fairy dust. I switched it out for just 2 shades. So I picked a few symbols and just swapped them in. I'm just feeling for any popping drills on this side. There's not really many on this side. There are a few, but for some reason the other side there were more popping drills, and I don't know if that was because I was getting to the bottom of the pixie dust, so I had already picked through all the good ones, and maybe that is why. That's probably why, because yeah, even down in this corner they're fitting really nicely, so could just be too much trash in that bag, but as I find a couple popping ones there. But yeah, I am really happy with this painting. So let me insert a full picture of this. I'm really happy. I think what I'm going to do, I think this is going to be one that I keep because I did so many enhancements and I think they turned out really nicely. And this is my very first Hannah Lynn, and I've since started collecting them now that she's leaving Diamond Art Club, but that's okay. I do have quite a few in my little stash. Thank you to quite a few members of our community who destashed them at reasonable prices. I really appreciate you. I'm waiting on a few to arrive still, but some have come in, and yeah, thank you very, very much. Very, very grateful for some of the ones I have, and you'll see them on the channel eventually. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this painting as far as Diamond Art Club quality, perfect, really enjoyed it. The only popping drills are the special diamonds I put in, and that's because they are too big for Diamond Art Club's grid now. So will I enhance it in painting this much next time? Probably not, because I remember now why it's hard to enhance Diamond Art Club with a tighter grid. So unless the special diamonds quality goes up, I probably won't do it too much. It's also hit or miss depending on the quality of the crystals. Like I've had some that look pristine and beautiful and they fit perfectly, and then others that the whole bag is garbage. It's just not fitting. They're inconsistent in size, and it's just really hit or miss. But I'm really happy with the metallic colors and really happy with sparklers, because the sparklers are made of glass. They're pretty consistent too. And then yeah, crystals, if you can get them. Actually, some of these crystals that I used are from Oraloa, not DP with sparklers. I recommend checking out Oraloa too. They do have some special diamonds if you are Canadian. They do ship from a Canadian warehouse, so you can save some money that way. They do have ABs, they have crystals, and they have their own version of fairy dust now too. I think it's called Tiki Dust, but I could be wrong. So yeah, check them out for special diamonds too. Otherwise, all of the other ones I got from DP with Sparklers. I will link both shops down below. This painting is supposed to restock one more time. Now, I don't know how true that is, and if it's going to be like a full restock, or if it's going to be limited. I have no idea. So do turn on your notifications if this is one that you want. Unfortunately, I have seen scalpers or flippers list this for hundreds of dollars on the various sites. It was a joy to work on. I wish everybody who likes this painting could get it, but alas, we can't always get what we want. But I hope those of you that are signed up for restock do get a restock notification that's not in the middle of the night when you are all sleeping, because that always happens to me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like what I did? Do you hate what I did? Do you have some recommendations for these tulips? I mean, when you're looking back at these purple ones, they look fine. In person, they look fine. I'm probably just going to leave them, but I really do love how the daffodils turned out. I think they turned out really nice. I'm glad that I chose to make them two-toned. I think it looks really good. And yeah, my favorite part are these buttons on the jacket though. Anyway, I could talk over and over on my favorite parts of this. It was really a joy to work on, and this will go down as one of my favorite canvases of all time. I will probably paint the borders black, trim it down, hang it up for a while in the bathroom, and enjoy it. Now I have to go and decide what I am kitting up next. I have no idea. I do have a couple things I want to work on, but I don't know. I kind of want to break from squares because this was tough at the end for my arm, but there's also a square one from Enabler's Outpost, and also Diamond Art Club, a newer one that I really want to work on too. So you'll have to wait for the next video to find out what I work on, but if you did make it to the end of this, why not leave me, I don't know, you pick a duck emoji, a ladybug emoji, a lamb emoji, whatever you see in the screen right now, flowers even, put up an emoji, let me know you made it to the end. Let me know what you're working on. If you've had a recent finish, let me know as well. Don't forget to post it in the DAC Fans Canada group. I always love seeing your guys' finishes. I always get to talk about mine, but I don't hear from a lot of you guys unless you have your own channels about your finishes. So feel free to post in the DAC Fans group when you do get a finish. Let us know if you changed anything up or your thoughts on the canvas too. Yeah, I enjoy looking for those posts as well. If you are new here and you made it to the end, you will probably like it here. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell to be notified when I do make new videos. And until next time, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye.